Thanks to Chameleos, we now have a poison dual blade, the very first of its kind. But is it any good? Well, I wanted to find out, so to test it, I made the build specifically for these poison dual blades. And we are going to find out if it's the best poison weapon out of them all. Now the build I made for these poison dual blades is a status sneak attack poison exploit build. I wanted to take advantage of the dual blades mobility and fast attacks to build up the poison status quickly. Now we will equip the Chameleos helm, the Chameleos waist, and the gold Rathian vambraces and the somnogant legs. The Chameleos dual blades has status sneak attack level 2, which will complete the build with status sneak attack level 5 and poison exploit level 5. I haven't overgraded my Chameleos waist to grade 8, so I'm missing the last point of poison exploit. But lastly, we will equip the Carnival Mail to get lock on so that we can effectively target monsters from behind and activate status sneak attack. Plus, it also has crit eye, which will give us more damage. Overall, this build melts monsters. Once you poison the monster and activate poison exploit, the monster's HP will just melt away. I found that the best way to utilize this build is in multiplayer, where you have another hunter using Chameleos weapons as well. This will activate the dual blades hunter's unity skill for more damage, and it makes it way easier to poison the monster and activate poison exploit when you have another hunter using a poison weapon. You can also easily keep the monster poisoned. After the first poison status ends, the next one will immediately proc back to back. But even when playing solo, I didn't really have a hard time applying poison. Now this is important because our main source of damage is the poison exploit skill. Once poison exploit is active, the best way to deal a lot of damage in the short time frame that the monster is poisoned is by using the dual blade special move. And that right there is the problem. Without your special move, the dual blades doesn't really have a reliable way to deal huge burst damage, like say the gunlance. So having your special move ready when the monster gets poisoned is very important if you want to deal a lot of damage with this build. And I found it very frustrating when poison exploit activates and I don't have my special ready. So I tweaked this build a little bit and I swapped out the gold Rathian vambraces for the Chameleos vambraces to get Valor. So whenever the monster roars, you get a damage buff, but most importantly, you get a lot of special gauge back. So now, I think the best way to use this build is to pop your super before the monster roars. You not only counter the monster's roar with your special moves and vulnerability, but you also get a lot of special gauge back thanks to Valor. Now I usually just need one super to complete hunts, so the extra special gauge I get from Valor will be used for the next hunt. So the way I see it, Valor helps me keep my special gauge topped up and ready to go for the next hunt. I mean, you do lose out on some damage when swapping out the gold Rathian vambraces, since you do lose out 2 points of poison exploit. But then again, you can't squeeze out the maximum amount of damage from poison exploit without your special move. Plus, with the Chameleos vambraces, you get an extra point of Chameleos Venomist, which will help you proc poison status effects much faster. Now you can also swap out the Carnival Mail for the Basil Mail to max out Valor, which will completely replenish your special gauge when the monster roars. But I didn't really want to lose lock on, so I didn't try it out. But if you're comfortable with Gyro, then feel free to swap it out. Overall, I think the Poison Dual Blades is pretty balanced. It's not as broken as I expected it to be. It doesn't exactly inflict the poison status super fast, and I still think the Gold Rathian Gunlance is still way better when it comes to utilizing poison exploit. the burst damage you get from the gun lance is just insane. But I might just be biased. So what do you guys think about these dual blades? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to check out my merch down below for some awesome Hunter t-shirts. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.